What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hope all is well. Let's get this party started, eh? Lots to do tonight, just like there is every night. Last night of AQ. It's gonna feel so good. Be done with AQ. Just remember I have to place defenders as well, but I'll do that. I'll do that off stream. But alright, anyway. BG! Damn, I did it. What'd you do? First one in here? Is that what you're talking about, MSG? Because you were the first one in here. Peanut! What's up, Lakers bodyguard? What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Alright, let's get a tweet out. Let's begin here. Let's quit messing around, man. I don't know what I'm going to say today, is the thing. Dearest Stretch Marvel Champions. Maybe I'm going to ask... Maybe I'll ask this question. Maybe this will be an interesting question. Wait, hold that thought. Poop it great. Send it over $1. All right, hold up. Got to make sure to get this in so that no one else tries to jump in on the slap. So hold up. Here we go. Wait for it. Slap. Poop it great. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it, man. All right, let me actually adjust that. Set that up. Your name will be back up there in a sec. Did you have something to say? Nope. Just a slap. Thank you, dude. When were you all planning on telling me you can now sell directly from Overflow? How come you didn't tell Damiak that you can now sell directly from the Overflow? Oh, how can? Whoops. I meant to say how come. How come you didn't tell Damiak that you can now sell? There we go. Thanks for the tweet, Damiak. No. Okay. Tweet. Man, there was another question I had that was going to be interesting, but I feel like I couldn't pass that opportunity up. So if it's not too late, I'll ask it tomorrow, but it might actually be too late. And you will never know what the question is. All right, Radiant Sludge sent it over $1. Thank you, dude. Saying, hey BG, just pulled Infinity Man as my second 6-star. Not sure how to feel. Not sure how to feel since I don't have Stealth Spidey. Now I have 6-star Electro and him. Okay. Well, you know, he's not a bad defender. His Awaken ability is kind of what makes him truly a good defender. So... I mean, you could still put him on defense, but yeah, probably is better defenders out there, especially if someone else in your group already has him ranked up and stuff. I don't know, man. It's kind of a cool pull. I wouldn't be... I could only tell you how I would feel, I guess. I would just be like, okay. Like, I wouldn't be stoked, and I wouldn't be disappointed. It's just one of those neutral polls that's like, well, all right, I got him. You know? Yeah. All right, anyway, dude, thank you very much for the $1. All right, BG and lads, I'm off now. Must slumber for 2 fights to get my regeneration. Okay. All right, man. Sounds good. All right, let's go do stuff. Let's go hit the arena. Yeah. Let's go here. And what arenas do we have? We have, oh, God, which one do I do? The class catalyst one, or the shards? Let's actually evaluate this because it's been a long time since I looked here. So we get 10 units. There's 20 in here as well, right? So yeah, 30 units in total. 1 ascendant crystal, 2 ascendant crystals, and 20% of a tier 4 class catalyst crystal. No, I think the shards are probably better, right? Put in the same amount of effort. Actually, less effort because I could use 6 stars here and get, yeah, a whole lot more. This is the way to go. For sure. All right, cool. Let's do it. I'd like to do both, but I mean, let's face it, that's not happening. So, especially when I don't have suicides on at the moment. Ha, man, I'm really thinking I'm gonna have to go without suicides for a bit here, guys. Probably mess around with what's it called? Mess around with some different builds. Wait, you missed a super chat from someone else? There was only 2. You and Pooba the Great. Did Pooba the Great put a message in finally? Because when I checked the first time, no, there's no message. I got his. He got the slap. Trust me, I did not miss his. He got what was coming to him. Yeah. But yeah, thank you, both of you, once again. All right, let's hop to it, man. Let's get the grind going. For the past week, I was still selling Overflow 4-star boosts like the old way. I felt like a fool when I figured out I could just tap the B-Manis and get rid of them. Dude, what a feature, right? Damiak. I bet you wish you had this feature when you were really into the game, huh? What's up, BG? Getting into Variant 5. Hopefully, I could get it done. Any tips will be nice. Any tip? I mean, just generalized tips. The only thing that really comes to mind that you want to take advantage of, if you can, is Voodoo kind of dominates the second chapter. And you could just like spam special 3s basically and crush it with him. Brian, this pineapple is for you. For me? Bigfoot Fury. Well, thank you, man. BG, why do you stream at night? I'm nocturnal. So... vampire and all that, you know. No, I mean, I used to... So, I mean, I don't work anymore. I mean, unless you count making videos. Easy street, right? Now, yeah, but I'm not actually employed anymore. But when I used to work from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. Basically. And, I mean, sometimes longer than that. But anyway, that was like my schedule, right? And what I would do when I used to come home from work is I would go through all the YouTube comments from the day. And I used to reply to all of them. And, you know, back when the channel was just getting started, it wasn't that hard to reply to every single comment. But then eventually it started taking a long time. And I'd be there for like 2+ hours every single night replying to comments. And eventually it was just too much to be able to do. And while I was doing that, I was playing the game. You know, I just had like an Android device, which back then this game did not run so well on Android. There'd be like 15-second loading screens and stuff. So, you know, while the game was loading, I'd reply to a comment. While I was actually fighting in the arena, I'd be reading the next comment, and the cycle would go on. And then one day, I was gonna be busy for doing like a featured grind, and was like, well, dang, man, it's just too much. I gotta play even more kind of thing to prep for this feature grind. Otherwise, I'm not gonna make it. And just turned on a live stream, and the live stream kind of replaced it. And even though I'm not employed anymore, I still do work during the day. Just not for the same. Not for the job that I had back then. You know what I mean? So nighttime is chill video game time. Daytime is like actual try to get stuff done time. If I may ask, what was your job? I was in the security industry, the security alarm industry. I was in the monitoring center, and I worked there for nearly 10 years. I wanted to get out of there before the 10-year mark, and I just barely made it. I was there for like 9 years and I don't know, like 8 months or 9 years and 10 months, something like that, man. So yeah. What was I gonna say? Sorry, I got sidetracked for just a sec there. But yeah, when I started there, I was actually the person that would call when an alarm went off and be like, "Yo, is everything okay there? You want the cops?" I didn't say it like that. I don't know why I just said it like that. But anyway, and then, you know, over time, I mean, if you're there at a place for 10 years, generally they will probably promote you, kind of thing, and they did. But it was always in the same area.
Man loves beans.
All right. Anyway, David sent over $1 saying 3 things. Sup, BG. Sup. 2, if you don't mind answering, is a portion of these donos going towards your kids' college? No, man, I don't have any kids, and my wife and I, we're not planning on having kids ever. So unless you count me being a kid and taking that money to go to college, maybe. I mean, I don't plan on going to college again, at least. Which I never graduated or anything like that. I don't know, man. It just wasn't for me. But I do try to learn as much as possible, pretty much every day. It does go towards that, so in a way it goes towards learning. Okay, and you're gonna hate yourself, but my last name is pronounced Villa. Okay, all right. So David Villa, got it, man. Sorry, dude. All this time mispronouncing it. But all right, dude. David, thank you very much. I do appreciate it, man. But nah, man, no kids. It's MSD's college fund. He's Brian's son. There you go. Did you go on tangents when speaking with people who were in desperate need of help? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You need help, huh? Well, you know, it turns out that actually in your city, the police, it'll take them approximately 7 minutes to get there. So thing is, you should get a bat, and if you're looking to get a bat, well, you're gonna want some gloves as well. Otherwise, when you swing that bat, it's gonna leave this pain in your wrist and everything. Then you're gonna have to go seek medical attention. Really, the whole thing is gonna cost you a lot less if you just get the gloves. No, I don't know. All right, anyway, Avery Lopez said it over $1, saying origin of the slap ? I honestly do not know. I'm dead serious. I do not know the origin of the slap. It just sort of happened one night, I guess. I mean, I don't know. There must have been something that triggered it the first time. It was, you know what? It was a reason, okay? No, I actually have no idea, man. Someone else asked that not too long ago as well, and I just don't know. I wish I did. I'm sure it's somewhere throughout one of these thousands of streams at this point. Dude, I wonder if I could figure that out, how many live streams I've done. YouTube, it definitely tells you like the total number of videos and live streams together, but there's got to be a way to break that down, man. At this point, God, it has to be a lot. I don't know if I've made it to 1,000 yet, but I would imagine, I have. Must have. Okay, anyway. Corey also sent an over buck saying, Brian, how the hell are you? You're right, tricks are for kids. Duh. But enough about silly rabbit thieves. Let's talk about how you're a dingus peon lord of Grantsville. Also, apples dipped in peanut butter. Diablo 2? What about Psych? Tic-tac-toe tournament? Corey, what are all these messages? What the hell is this, man? What are you talking about? Is the apple dipped in peanut butter a thing from Laura? Because she likes to eat those. Me, not so much. And tic-tac-toe tournament? I don't know what that's from at all. Tic-tac-toe tournament. Yeah, you stumped me on that one. Maybe that's just to throw it in there, because why not, I guess? Either way, Corey, thank you for the buck. Lakers Bodyguard also sent it over a buck with a piece of cake. Read last two. Also, happy birthday. Okay. Last two. Now he doesn't reply to one. He has 2 Hollywood for us. Wait, what? Doesn't apply to 1? What does that mean? All right, what is the other comment though? The origin of the slap. BG slapped the beans out of a kid, and now he can't stop. He must slap someone every day because he is a slap addict. Well, that part's true. Yeah. I don't feel right unless I've slapped someone. It's totally accurate. And unfortunately, that kid still can't eat beans to this day. Well, folks, BG just wanted to stop by and ask a question. Good night. Much love to everyone. I am out. All right, David, later, dude. Have a good night. BG, Sean from Psych is still waiting on his blue wrench. You should really get going on that. At the very least, get some wafers in his name. Dude, I was actually just at the store today too, man. Totally, didn't even think about it. PG, after checking out the Book 2 beta, what champions would be useful in there? I mean, just generally the same champions that we're using today. Not a lot has changed. You know, the paths are a bit more rewarding, so you want to have some different, like every path is going to be different, you know what I mean? But just in general, it's the same paths that you use to get through Act 6 kind of thing. It's not like suddenly we're turning to well, Daredevil here, you know? Does anyone actually know how MODOK works? No. There was a Reddit post once going into some of the inner workings of MODOK, but no, man. I think it even came up once, like the Kabam devs were asked about it, and they just gave some answer like no one knows or something like that, you know? Like you'd have to be a super genius to figure it out the same way that it says in his bio kind of thing. Sorry to see that death in War, BG, but overall I think you had a pretty solid start to the season. Double mini boss action. Thanks, man. I actually have 3 mini bosses in the war that we just did that I'll be posting. I don't know if I'll post that one tomorrow. There's another video I really want to post too, so the next war might have to wait till like Tuesday, but 3 mini bosses in that one, dude. Again, a whole bunch of mini boss action as of late. Yeah, I was pretty bummed about that death, but what can you do, man? It happens. We actually had a really bad war just overall, man. It seemed like I wasn't the only one making some silly mistake. We just ended up kind of dropping the ball all over the place. But That's all right. It's just the start of the season. We'll get back into the swing of things for sure. All right, Brandon Dawson sending over a buck. Thank you, dude. Where's your ass? Give me 1 sec. Aha, found it. Okay. ABG did my first run of the Abyss. Very nice. And landed a skill awakening gem and skill tier 5 class catalyst. Double skill, huh? Use them to take Nick Fury to rank 3 over Aegon. Do you think I made the right choice? Probably. I think that Nick Fury is the more useful champion in more areas of the game compared to Aegon. The only reason that I would have said, you know, go with someone like Aegon is like 2 things. Both of these things would have to be true. Number 1, you're looking to 100% the Abyss. Like, soon, you know what I mean? And number 2, you don't already have a 565 Aegon. Otherwise, yeah, I would say Nick Fury is probably the better champion to go with for most other situations in this game. You could always get that Aegon awakened some other way, some other time, and as long as you already have a 565 version, you'll be able to handle the rest of the Abyss just fine. So. But yeah, dude, congrats on clearing the Abyss. And thank you again for the buck. I got roadblock in the last war by a 6-star rank 2 Invisible Woman on Window of Opportunity, stun with Stubborn. Couldn't do any damage at all. Dang, dude. It doesn't sound like a fun time. Invisible Woman, she could be rough, man. She's not the hardest champion to fight by herself, but you give her some tough nodes, and she really requires like a pretty solid counter, you know? It's one of those champions that it doesn't really feel like you need a super strong counter, but sometimes you really do. Or else, yeah, kind of like you said, you just can find yourself getting roadblocked. What's up, Abdo? BG, good evening. Finger update day 2. Loose flap of skin still hurts. I don't know why, but that makes me just a little bit, even though it's not that weird of a thing. I mean, we all have the loose flaps of skin. Ugh. All right, anyway, but the bleeding has stopped without stitches or super glue. All right, nice. That's good, man. It's a good sign. Tips for 5.2.6, Brian? 5.2.6, it's much of the same as 5.2.5. You're dealing with Bane. The only difference is you have a collector at the end. So you just want to bring as the best collector counters that you can possibly muster up, along with you know, making sure that you have enough resources saved up. Try to go in there with a fresh stock of revives from the 22-hour soul events and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it, man. Good counters to the collector include champions that can auto evade, because his specials are, God, so difficult to evade. He's got or good counters are like Spider Gwen or Stark Spidey. Good counters also include champions that have forms of power control that can help you out. He has a ability accuracy reduction, so eventually your power control abilities may not function anymore, but they'll at least get you pretty deep into the fight and allow you to get some good damage in before you have to revive. or just champions that deal just a lot of damage straight up. Hulk isn't really a hard hitting champion by today's standards, OG Hulk, but you know, a lot of people used Hulk to get through the collector, because you just pop a 20% revive and he's got all that extra damage when low. You know, just any champion that can deal good amounts of damage like that would be helpful. That's pretty much it, man. You got it, dude. It's really not much different from the quest before it. I think BG can do the Abyss without Aegon. Wait, what? Do you think BG can do the Abyss without Aegon again? Who, Brian? I grant he can. Oh, that was just awful. Muhammad. Oh, boo, dude. I didn't know where you were going with that, but I found out, and I wish I didn't. Boo. Bo, what's up, dude? Bo McCubbin sending over 5, saying, hey, BG, I have it under good authority that your next Cav crystal will be Aegon. Not trying to bait you into opening one on your live stream. You can do it whenever. Going to bed. Congrats on getting Aegon whenever you spin that next Cav crystal. You have it on good authority, huh? Any evidence of this good authority of yours? Well, if that's what it takes, I guess I'm going Aegon-less forever. Because I ain't open up more Cavs. Actually, that's not true. We're getting the Cav calendar, right? So, hey, I'm going to get a Cav crystal. I'm not going to spend the units on it, but I'm going to get one. Better be an Aegon in there, man. But thank you for the 5, dude. Appreciate it, man. BG, interesting question I had thought of while using Moon Knight in Arena. There's lots of old champs with almost good abilities that could be harnessed more effectively with a pre-fight. Thoughts? Like if you could pre-fight Moon Knight lunar phases. Burps continue, I'm so sorry. If you could pre-fight Moon Knight's lunar phases, of course he needs more work than that. But for other older champs, could it fix the clunky kits and way you need to play them? Potentially. I think there is something cool about Moon Knight just working with the actual phases of the moon. So I'm not sure how I feel about taking that away. I do think that it would probably make more sense just from a playability standpoint, though, to have the pre-fights. So if the technology existed back then to have the pre-fights, maybe that is the way that Kabam would have gone. I think if there were going to be pre-fights for it, though, you wouldn't want the phases to exist as they do today. You'd want to completely redo all of his phases and then allow you to pick at the start of the fight, kind of thing. Because as it stands right now, I mean, everyone just wants to use the full moon, and that's pretty much it, you know? All right, thanks for the 5.2.6. For my team, it's Awakened 4-star Omega Red, Namor, and Hyperion all max Sig, and also 5-star Awakened Void, rank 4, and 6-star Arcus. Okay. Yeah, man, you got it. It's going to be a rough fight against the Collector. Just a fair warning, but it's a rough fight for everybody, dude. So it's just, I don't know, man. It's almost like a rite of passage in this game to go through the Collector and have to pay the troll toll to get through, you know? But yeah, you can certainly do it with those champs. Usually, don't you have an unopened Sorcerer Supreme Cav, or is it a Grandmaster? Good question. I think it's a Cav. It definitely is unopened, whatever it is. A 6-star from a Cav is 1 to 1.5% chance. Do you think that if Kabam had added a 0.6% chance for Nexus Crystal instead of carving it out a 6-star chance, would have broken the game? Well, what's your definition of breaking the game? Because there's mild, making the game worse. Mild adjustments of making the game slightly worse or slightly better, or making things significantly better or making things significantly worse. I feel like it would have landed in the it would have made things slightly worse category, personally. Cav crystals, in my opinion, already broke the game. When they were added, I think the game got significantly worse. Well, let me clarify, because I think the game is actually getting better all the time. All the areas of the game generally are improving. The incursions have improved. The champions, like toolkits, they've improved over time, right? The rewards are always getting updated in different areas, and so on. But I think that when the Cav crystals got added, it had a very large negative impact on the game, in my opinion. So to increase the rewards and allow players to expand that gap even more if you buy lots of Cavs, I think it's a bad thing. The adjustment where right now you have a chance to get a Nexus, but it's a small chance. I see that more as just like a little, like a bonus, little flair to it. Even though technically it does make the crystals better, it does so in a way that I don't think is damaging to the game. Corey sending over another buck. Thank you, dude. Saying you've got to play the, you've got to pay the, God, can't read. You gotta play the troll toll to get inside this boy's soul. Oh my goodness, dude. I can't even sing it with a straight face. Oh man. Troll toll. What you say? Oh man. It's been a while since I've seen that episode. It's easily one of the best episodes, man. So good. Of course, talking Always Sunny references for those not in the know. All right, William Dodd sending over a couple of bucks. Thank you, dude. Saying, what up, BG? Got Sunspot as a 6-star today. Very nice, dude. Very nice. I think that is awesome, man. Good stuff. 6-star Sunspot. That is a champ that I would love to pull. But yeah, dude. Very nice indeed. Alright, Huzzah sending over one of them Australian bucks. Thank you, dude. Saying, BG, did you hear there's beef between the Arc de Triomphe? Am I even saying that right? I have no idea. And the Gateway Monument in St. Louis. They're arch enemies. I feel like I understand where you're trying to go with this joke, but because I'm not familiar with that area in the slightest, I can't even confirm for sure I know what you're saying. But I think I get the gist of it, and because of that, boo, dude. Just boo. I'm curious where you got that from. Because that A does mean Australian bucks, right? Did you used to live in St. Louis or near St. Louis or something? All right, Easy sending over a $1.50 with a hot dog. Easy, thank you, dude. Saying I don't understand how Havok works, other than you need an armor up against him. Yeah, so he has these well, they're not passives. They're debuffs, but they don't actually do anything. So in a way, it's kind of passive. But yeah, they're actually debuffs. They will trigger things like willpower. And they can be shrugged off, and actually there's a penalty for shrugging them off, so you don't really want to shrug them off. But when they build up to 10, they'll detonate and you take a lot of damage. Having an armor up prevents you from taking that damage. I don't know why. I guess they just needed some way to counter this guy, otherwise he would be a nightmare. So from a gameplay standpoint, it definitely makes sense. From like a lore standpoint, I'm not sure if there was a significance to it, but yeah, that's how that works. You can also power drain him, and I can't remember the exact effect that power drain has, but power drain also works to prevent you from getting detonated on. I don't know, man. I don't play Havok all the time, so I can't tell you all the details, but that's kind of the gist of it. Is when you're playing as Havok, you want to do things to build that build those debuffs on the opponent. Using a special one, I believe, makes them happen like twice as fast. When you get hit by energy attacks, that causes them to trigger as well. Things like that. But yeah, I don't know all the details of that guy either, since I just know how to fight against him too. I did use him like for one path in 6.4, I believe. Well, I mean, I definitely used him in 6.4. I just can't remember if it was one path or more than one path. Either way, thanks for the $1.50, dude, and the hot dog. Wait, Abdo, you've been to one of those two landmarks? Guess which? Don't even know. Alright, Danny Price sending over a couple of bucks. Actually, a couple of pounds. Thank you, dude. Saying, doo-doo-doo. Super Ollie Watkins. Right over the head, dude. I have no idea what that means. I'm guessing that has to be a reference to something. And I tried to sing it a little bit because I'm assuming it's like a little bit of a song or something like that. I don't know. But I have no idea what that means. Someone clue me in. Power draining Havok removes his charges. He only starts to place debuffs on you after he hits 10 charges. Okay, that's what it does. Got it. Danny Price sending over another £2, saying, I just wanted to hear you say that. Have a good day. Oh, okay. Does it actually mean anything? Or I don't even know. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just something that that you know, a little inside joke or something like that. I don't even know. But yeah, man, thank you for the now £4. Appreciate it, man. The Damiak experience sending over a couple of bucks. Thanks, man. Saying opinion on Hitmonkey. Don't have him, just asking. I don't have him either, so my opinion is going to be based off of what I've seen from others, which is not a lot. Oh, wait. Yes, he's the center forward for Aston. Wait, now is this Villa or Villa? now that I the other person. Anyway. And he scored a hat-trick against Liverpool yesterday. Okay. I guess that is why he's super then, huh? Okay, sorry. Back to Hitmonkey. So, yeah, I don't have him either. I've died to him a few times in war. He's a surprisingly sneaky defender. I don't even want to call him a good defender. He's just a sneaky defender. Like, you can have fights against him where it's like the champion's a joke and you get through super easy, And I don't know, there's like nothing to worry about. He doesn't have that high of a health pool. You go in there with a hard-hitting champion and just mow him over. And it's like, why would somebody even place this guy on defense? He's absolute garbage. He's useless. But then there's times where you make one little mistake. And for example, I was using Omega Red against Hitmonkey, and I had the point and coagulate, so I'm thinking I'm immune to bleed, right? Under normal circumstances I am, or Omega Red is at least, right? But Hitmonkey has the ability to ignore opponents' resistances, apparently, and I got a critical bleed on myself and just drained out. Never seen anything like it, man. Just straight up bled out as Omega Red from like full health because he got a critical bleed. So yeah, he has sneaky ways of getting kills like that. Offensively, actually, Abdo, you're still in here, right? Abdo, didn't you do a Legends run with Hitmonkey? He's a hard-hitting champion. He's got like the way to get guaranteed crits. But I really don't know much about him outside of those things. So yeah, I don't know. He seems like he's a pretty cool champion, but I think I played him like once. Just as like a quick test or something. Now, speaking of Hitmonkey as a defender, Abdo saying, my crit monkey got a kill this war. Yep. Sounds about right. Hey, Brian, are the Kang's teams in Arena bots or Kabam employees? No, they're just bots, man. I mean, they're technically every opponent you face in the arena, they're bots. No one's controlling these characters. They are other players' champions. Like, hold on, let me get to that next screen. Showing 5 stars, actually. So, well, okay. Normally, even though this is a Thanos team, but normally it has another player's name up there, right? It would be their champions, and they actually did put those champions into the arena. But whenever you're playing against somebody in the arena, it is just the AI controlling the champions for them. But the Thanos team is just there is no account that they're on. It's just that's just how the arena is programmed. If you have like a certain level of champion or champions and you put them in the arena on a certain streak number, you'll get Kang and Thanos teams. It's most commonly seen between rounds 10 and 15, although you could potentially trigger it as early as the first round, I believe. I've definitely had some like really early Kang and Thanos teams. EG, good news. I'm coming home. Carl, are you really? Interesting. Okay. It's exciting, man. When? Is someone leaving? Hello, pal. How many units would be enough per lap in Abyss, you reckon? 5k, 6k, 7k? Potions could be bought by units, possibly. So yeah, man, units honestly is not even that good of a way to judge how many resources you need for the Abyss. Because I don't know what you're going in there with outside of the units. Unless we want to convert everything to their unit value, which, yeah, I don't know. It also depends on the champions that you're using and your own individual skill level and all those things. So that kind of question can't really be answered. I can tell you how many revives and potions I used for the one path that I did because I was tracking it. Actually, I can't tell you off the top of my head. I think it was 99 revives and like 450 potions, though, something like that. But it's in the, it's in the actual Abyss live stream itself. You can look to other people who have run similar paths with similar champions to you and get a good estimate based on what they use for the paths, kind of thing. And also each path is very different. So that first path that I did that took 99 revives, dude, I'm probably gonna have to use like a solid 50 more revives than that to get through this next path, kind of thing. Or so I've been told, at least. William Dodds sending over another 5. Thank you, dude. Saying, BG, are you going to try and do any live streams or Legends runs for the new monthly event quest coming out in a few days? Live streams, yes. Legends run, no. The next time I do a Legends run, it's not going to be until the Legends system changes. And even then, I'm not going to do one right away because I just don't have the champions for it. So, assuming the competition gets, heats up even more so than it is today when the Legends system changes. I think they said they're doing that next year, though, like early next year. So, but yeah, live stream for the new monthly. I can't tell you like the exact day I'll do it on. I normally don't stream the first day. I usually wait till like the weekend or something like that. But oh man, now that I think about it, I mean, I might be doing the Abyss on the weekend. So the two options would be to run the monthly early to try to get some additional shards, to pop open another crystal, chance at Aegon kind of thing. I did mention that in my my kind of Abyss plan video. Or I could just say, screw it, I'll do the monthly after the Abyss and just take that extra time to kind of prepare with the champions that I do have. So yeah, this upcoming month is going to be a little bit weird because of my my Abyss plans. But ever since they introduced the Cavalier difficulty, I'd like to stream the monthly more again. Okay. Yeah, dude, thank you very much for the 5. On a scale from 1 to 100, how excited are you for the arena changes where AIs aren't super stingy? My goodness, dude. I'd give it about an 85. Whoa, what the heck is going on? Why is the stream lagging so hard? I don't know what the heck is going on here. No, unpausing doesn't work. Let me unplug it. Oh, geez. I don't know what's going on, man. I just updated OBS today, but I didn't have any issues before. So hope this fixed it. Okay. Jeez, dude, I've never had an issue like that before. If the game audio is messed up, let me know, and I'll have to do some things. That was crazy, man. Audio is fine? Okay, alright, good. Dude, what was I trying... what was I rambling about before I saw those issues going on? Oh, the arena thing. Okay, so yeah, man, I might have to drop suicides for now on like a semi-permanent basis. So I need... Oh, I thought I had... Oh, never mind, that's good. I need the AI to be throwing their specials more now than ever. If I can't run suicides. So, and the only reason, sorry, I didn't even expand upon that. I just kind of threw that out there. The reason why I can't run suicides, or it might not be a good idea to run suicides right now, is because if I'm using Torch offensively in war, like every single war, then it doesn't even make sense to keep taking the suicides off and putting them back on. It's fine just doing it for defense, But if I have to keep swapping like multiple times throughout the war attack period as well, it's just not going to be worth the units. God. Mess this up. Please don't use your special 3. Son of a... Have you noticed AI in arena dexing your attacks a lot more lately? No, I haven't. I also don't really look at the screen much, but no, I haven't. You were talking about why you didn't start exercising on the 1st of October. I don't want to get into it. Soon. God, story of my life. Soon. Drop suicides? Don't do that, you'll quit the game. I know, Abdo. I'm scared, man. But it's the champion I got, man. I wish I could have just kept playing my my Omega Red only for the sake of keeping suicides on. I like playing different champions, but not having suicides, it's gonna hurt. Do you at least have max glass cannon? No, I have 0 points in it right now. So if I do actually keep suicides off on a more permanent basis, the 8 points that I have remaining up there, I will figure out a place to put them. I just don't know where the best place is. I'm not, for example, like I'm not sure if I'm going to be using Nick Fury. I used Nick Fury a bit last season. For maybe like 2 or 3 wars or something like that. But potentially I may have to do that again. So deep wounds would make a lot of sense. I'm using champions that have a lot of debuffs, so it makes sense to have the Despair Mastery. Points might be put there. Glass Cannon is a possibility just to help speed up the arena rounds a little bit. Make a little bit of a compromise. I'm not sure. Are you gonna do a video for your non-suicide mastery build? Yeah, I was supposed to make some videos about that anyway. So when I figure out what I'm doing, I'll talk about it in a video. I'm not even sure if I can leave them off. The problem is some champions that I use, they benefit a lot from the suicides. So yeah, I'm not even sure what I'm going to be doing. I might have to still swap them on sometimes during war. What a badass statement. He barely looks at the screen. I mean, it's true, man. This is autopilot mode. Just tapping away. Brian, need advice. 5-star Mutant Awakening gem on Red Mags, Colossus, or Sunspot. Yeah, I would probably go with Red Mags or Colossus. I think all 3 of those champions can be played unawakened. Sunspot needs it the least. In long form content, Colossus kind of needs that awakening as well. But in the standard quest, it's not too bad. You can get by without it. Red Magneto, you could also play him without it, but of course he benefits nicely from it too. So yeah, I would give it, like I said, it'd be between Red Mags and Colossus for me, and I would say just give it to whichever one of those champions you're actually playing more of. So just a personal preference call between the two. They're both incredibly powerful champs, and you're not really making a mistake by giving it to either one of them. Best place is Greater Strength for sure. It's the best. My level 10 self agrees. Yeah. Put the damn torch on the D. He'll be fine there. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind, but he's coming in handy, dude. You're gonna see this the next war I upload. I use him quite a bit. Even more than this last war that I uploaded. Using him a lot. Like, let me see. So the next war is going to be Doom, who I use Torch for. Mr. Sinister, who I use Torch for. Long Shot, Torch again. Doctor Strange mini boss, Torch. Dragon Man, Torch. And Apocalypse Magic. So it's a lot of torches, man. Could we get by if my torch was on defense and someone else was using theirs, or just different champions entirely? Yeah, I'm sure. What were we doing before I had this torch, you know? I don't think it's that important, but at the same time, if it makes things easier, if it allows more flexibility, then I gotta do it. What would you think about Kabam making masteries for Shock, Poison, Incinerate, Degen, etc. that operate exactly the same as Deep Wounds and cost the same? 2 OP in some cases? Potentially. Those abilities were not balanced with things like that in mind, so it could potentially be OP. I don't know. For Shock, Nebula always comes to mind, like... Extending the duration on that, that's a lot of extra damage. Or what about Red Skull, dude? He's on the verge of being overpowered. You give him that extended shock duration and whoo! There's no stopping him. What time is the Abyss stream? I don't know yet. It's probably going to be one of the weekend days in this upcoming weekend. Later the better, so might be a week from today. It also could be even later than that. I'm just saying what it'll probably end up being. But it'll probably be on a Sunday. And I'll probably have to start relatively early because it's going to go relatively late. We start around like noon or 1 o'clock or something like that. Pacific time, that is. So what should I use versus a 5-star Magneto? I have 4-star Sunspot and a 4-star Ronin and Venompool and Mr. Sinister. Out of those champions, Sunspot should be able to put in some good work. I'd probably say Sunspot's your best option. Also with Enhanced Incinerate / Cold Snap Mastery would be super OP. Perhaps. Usually I don't even bring Torch to war and I get MVP all the time. In fact, I'm pretty sure we've won every war when I got MVP and only won some of the wars when I didn't. I need more fights. That's good for you, man. I'm looking to do less fights. The fewer fights the better, man. If I can get all my fights done in like, you know, 1 set of boosts, that'd be ideal. Boosting 2 or 3 times a war sucks. Even with all the additional boosts that we get these days, still sucks. Six-star Ant-Man, 5 poison stacks, 345 damage a tick. What a great champion. Damiak, you're telling me, dude. So OP. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, Torch is definitely good for a lot of war fights. Someone else would probably be fine with their rank 5 who doesn't run suicides on a regular basis. I mean, maybe. I don't know, man. All I know is I'm trying to help out as best I can, dude. Would it be possible to go back to run suicides? Probably, but dude, at this point my prestige is garbage. I'm still dying in war. I I need to help the team out more, man. This is a team effort. I can't just be like, ah, no, someone else take care of it. It'll be okay not running suicides for a little bit. It's not ideal, but if it helps, then it helps. Who but a great sending over Buck. Thank you, dude. Saying first the pandemic, now BG not running suicides. Just throw 2020 away. I know, dude. What a horrible ending to the year. Giving up the masteries I love most. Man. BG, you gotta open those Supreme Solar Crystals. You never worry about boosts again. Do they have the green boosts in there? The champion boosts? The ones that are both health and attack in the same boost? So I think they just have the other ones, right? The either just health or just attack? Or something, I don't know. Brian Grant, the contest champion. Let me pass up a feature 5-star crystal to get some tier 4 basic. Hey man, tier 4 basic are very important, alright? But wait, what are you talking about? Pass up a featured 5-star crystal? Out of the what? Out of the mutant island or whatever? Because I got the featured 5-star. As a matter of fact, I got all the 5 and 6-star shards. Well, there might still be some 5-star shards there, but I got the majority of it. BG, Torch or Rolk? For generalized, let me put it this way. For early game stuff, I'd say, like, honestly, Act 5 and lower, you're probably gonna have a better time with Rolk. And anywhere Act 6 and beyond, you would want to go with Torch more than likely. But the thing is, man, they're two very different champions, so I don't know where you're at in the game. I don't know the style of champions that you enjoy playing. What you need, what's missing from your roster. Rolk is the type of champion that is good for just the standard fights. You know, he's very basic. 5-hit combo, special 1 spam. Has some of the basic utilities that you need in this game, like poison immunity. And yeah, very straightforward. Whereas Torch is a little bit more of a mystic assassin kind of character, where he's really good against the mystic champions and just kind of meh, whatever against others. I shouldn't say just mystic. I'm kind of underselling him here a little bit. Mystics, energy based champions that can heal, because he can shut that off and reverse it. But yeah, I was trying to give like a simple answer, you know. Should I sell my Groot to level up my Venom pool? No. Whatever you do, do not sell any champions in this game. It's only going to set you back in the long run, man. You'll gain the tiniest little boost to one of your characters for doing that. The tiniest amount of shards. But no. Whenever you duplicate a champion, meaning you pull them from a crystal, you pull a champion from the crystal that you already have in your roster, you get shards for that, and you get ISO for that, and you'll ultimately get more of that stuff if you do not sell. So please do not ever sell any of your champions in this game. Who puts Infinity Man in the arena? Okay, Mojo's the best of those to awaken because it takes his damage way up. I might be missing the question. Whoever was asking. Oh wait, here we go. Who deserves more 5-star awakening gem? Sim Supreme, Mojo, or Morningstar? Kind of depends on what you're looking for, man. Morningstar gains the soul at the start of the fight, which is pretty nice for her. Mojo gains damage, essentially. And Sim Supreme gains some automatic staggers. Yeah, when it comes to 5 stars, I mean, if you're early on in your 5-star collection, I probably wouldn't give it to... Oh, man, would I give it to one of them? That's tough, dude. I might save it and not give it to any of those champs. It's a tough call. You could really get a lot done with an Awakened Morningstar or an Awakened Mojo. Or you can just play Symbiote Supreme unawakened and wait for someone else. So yeah, man, it's actually a pretty tough call on what to do in that situation. If you're late in your 5-star roster and you're already in like Act 6, well then you got to go with the champion that you think that you actually need to do a quest. But if you're earlier on in your 5-star collection, it might be a good idea just to awaken one of those champs just for standard questing purposes. And if that's the case, I mean, Mojo probably would be the best for that. Morningstar could be pretty good too. She just has this annoying ramp up process, but Mojo has a little bit of that too. It's a tough one, man. I think if I were in your shoes, I would just save it though, honestly. Torrance, I don't know if you're in here, but hitting that that membership for 3 months in a row. Thank you, dude. Shout out to all the channel members. You spending units kind of unnecessarily and getting fewer units overall because of less arena won't help your account, and so that won't help the alliance overall. Sort of. Am I going to be spending units? I'm going to be saving units. Maybe you meant spending units by switching back and forth between suicides and non-suicides. Like, I'm going to be saving units compared to taking suicides off to place defense. So, although I'll be grinding, or I'll be getting a little bit worse rewards arena-wise, I'm hoping that'll at least balance out with the units that I save from not having to switch masteries for war. Take some rest, BG. You look too tired. Thanks, man. I think I'll do that. Let me just get through this fight. Stupid domino. Alright, cool. Good call, dude. I could really use the rest. Okay, that was nice. Thank you. Game on. BG, Magic or Sim Supreme, but Awakened. Yeah, they have different uses in this game. So Magic is like the ultimate power control, power locking champion. Sim Supreme is more of, I'm gonna prevent your buffs from happening kind of champ. So it just depends on what you're looking for between the two. They're used in, they're both both Mystic champions, and there's a little bit of overlap between them, but they're really used for different reasons. Should move rank up. You're asking, should you rank up your Venom Pool to rank 3 or rank up Ronin? Venom Pool is not a good champion, so don't rank up Venom Pool. Between those two, Ronin's going to be a bit better. Hey, People's Champ. I know you came by one of my MCOC streams once. What's up, People's Champ? Finally, Champ has come back. What's up, man? Welcome back. Actually make for an interesting video if you tracked your units spent on mastery swaps, along with how many units you got from arena during the time you had them off full time, etc. Yeah, it would be interesting to know. it'd be impossible to figure out for sure. Like I don't know if I'm using more potions in war or not by using someone like Torch. Because Omega Red, I feel like, I mean, all right. First off, if you're using suicides, you're just naturally hitting harder, right? So the fights usually aren't lasting as long, which means less room for error, and ultimately less consumables used. Not to mention Omega Red has his ways of healing. I'm not just talking about the bleed at the start of the fight either. Like the war that I'm going to be posting, actually no, it was this last war. This last war, there was a node that puts a bleed on you when you attack the opponent. It's a Thorn style bleed effect. And hey, you go through there with Omega Red, you're going to top yourself off before the next fight. Free. So I don't know. There are also times where you have to burn extra amounts of resources because you're running suicides and taking that recoil damage and things like that and the bleed at the start of the fight. So which is actually better for saving resources? I don't know. I always just chalked it up to, well, I don't care because I get through the arena so much faster anyway. And these champions are safer and easier to play anyway, so I would just run with suicides. BJ, I have Dr. Doom maxed, so what is a tactical move? Sim Supreme or Magic? The tactical move is to wait until you actually need one of those two champs, because Dr. Doom can likely handle pretty much all of your mystic needs. But there will be times where he won't be the best option for a fight, and when you get to that point in the game, then you can decide, oh, you know what? It'd be better to have Magic for this. Oh, or, you know, it's better to have Sim Supreme for this. The deeper you get into this game, the more important it is to look at the actual game itself and try to counter what Kabam is throwing at you, rather than just ranking up a champion because you think they're good or someone else told you they're good. You really have to, like, that is the game, is looking at the game and figuring out, what do I need here? What is going to help me the most? Does Torch need Despair to reduce healing? No, he does not. I think it's 20% per Incinerate or Nova that you have on the opponent. It's harder to reverse it if you don't have Despair. You're going to need at least 6 debuffs, which is not that easy to hit. Whereas if you have the Despair Mastery, you can get there in kind of 3, because 3 would be negative 45% and negative 60%. But even then, the Recovery Mastery kind of adds to that as well. So yeah, it'd take like 4 to see some healing reversal. And it would just kick in at a much higher rate when you do get to the higher number of debuffs. Pretty much always go left in section 2, so I use the EMP mod mini, and then either lane 2 or 3 to heal up Omega a bit. Rarely put any pots into him before Boss Island. Yep. I'm a little bit all over the place these days. This past war, the one that's not uploaded yet, at least, I took path 4. Wait, no. Path 6. I started out in path 6, and then I went to path 5. Straight up the middle section there, and then the 3 mini bosses on the right side of the mini boss island. Carl sending over a buck. What's up, Carl? Thank you, dude. Where you at? BG read last. Up for lost time by 9 with suicides. BG, I can solve your problems. Just open all your Supreme Solo crystals. They do have green boosts. Okay. And 5-star stones. You will overflow with 5 and possibly 6-star arena boosts as well, that you can use to make up for lost time by not having suicides. Okay. So, some good advice there, man. Using the boost to make up for the time. Yeah. Or I could save those for the next featured grind. We'll see. But yeah, man. So those crystals are pretty nuts, though, huh? I haven't. I mean, I think I opened one just to get a sense for what's inside there, looking at the spinner. But I couldn't remember that there were the green boosts in there as well. And then, of course, we looked a little bit at the percentage breakdown and saw that it was a pretty high percent chance to get the boost and everything. But yeah. I'm kind of, man, I kind of want to go for a featured champion one of these days soon, you know? Like, it's just been too long. Son of a... It's been too long. It took too long for me to hit the special button there. I freaking blocked it. What a jerk. Brian, should I grind for a Sorcerer Supreme's dupe in the next round of the arena? Sure, Damiak. Yeah, man. I need to get her in this next round of the arena. I did not get her last round. I heard mags went really low. Like I think someone posted on Twitter, they got like rank 152 with like 22 million or something. So yeah, a lot of people already have Magneto, even though he's recently buffed. There's just less interest in picking him up because he's been around forever. Most people have him. Most people have him at well, most of the veterans of the game that can put up these higher scores. Most of those people have them. William Dodd sending over another 2. William, thank you very much. Saying, is a 6-star arena gonna be coming to the game? Probably at some point. But Kabam didn't even talk about it in their roadmap. Or, you know, they didn't say it was coming, at least. I can't remember if they commented on it at all, but there's definitely not one coming soon. Unless Kabam's just being hush-hush about it. But I would imagine that at some point they have to add a 6-star arena. That or come up with some other system to allow people to target 6 stars a little bit better. Like it's kind of iffy because you don't want to allow people too easy of a way to target 6-star champs. But if there's no way to do it outside of the Cav crystals, then that's a problem too. So yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of a weird situation with the 6-star arena kind of thing. Whom to rank 5-star? SS. First off, which SS, dude? There's like 5 or 6 of them in the game at the time, or as of now. I'm gonna assume that's Sim Supreme, but it might not be. Tigra, Mojo, or Sorcerer Supreme. Have an Awakening Gem and 100 plus Sig Stones. Okay, it probably is Sorcerer Supreme, or I'm sorry, probably is Sim Supreme since the rest of these are Cosmic. But you could even see that Sorcerer Supreme is another SS, you know? Okay. But okay, so you really want to invest in one of these characters with the Awakening Gem and the Sigs and all that, huh? So, kind of the same thing I was just talking about. You want to look to the content and make your decision based off of that. You don't really just want to pick out a champion and say, okay, this one's the best, I'll go with this one. No champion is the best everywhere. Out of those, I would think that you'd probably get the most use out of Sorcerer Supreme, just because she is the type of champion that has some utility, but also has some has like the slow ability, and armor breaks and healing and decent damage, not anything stellar. I would say she might even be the lowest DPS out of all four of those champs, perhaps. Maybe between her and Sim Supreme, I don't know. But either way, you'd probably use her the most just because of all the other utility and how sustainable she is and all that. But again, look to the content. Make your decisions based off of that. What else are you missing in your roster? Do you already have ways to counter unstoppable effects and evade effects? If so, that slow ability that you're going to be gaining from Sorcerer Supreme is not going to be as necessary. Or if you're looking for a defender, she's not going to be the best defender on that list. All right, Abdo sending over a buck. Wait, $2 actually. Abdo, what the? Damiak, the feature is gonna go from top 150 to top 300. A couple other changes as well. Yeah, so the changes, if that's what the buck was for. Probably wasn't, but just to talk about them quickly. The featured prize is going from 150 to 300, like Abdo said. The 3-star champion is now going to be included in the final milestone of the 3, 4, and 5-star featured arenas. It's not going to be in the 4-star basic, but in the final milestone of all the other arenas, you can get the 3-star. The AI is going to be slightly more aggressive. They're actually going to throw their specials now. And death matches are not going to be as severe. The formula for that is changing a bit, and we don't know exactly what that means until we see it yet, but the death matches are changing a bit in how they function in a positive way for the player, kind of thing. No, not the ones to Demi. The 2 before that about grinding and Mags versus Doom, please. Okay. BG, are you still taking Mixmaster Korg very often, or no, since you're using Torch more now? Abdo, I don't think I've ever taken that fight a single time in my life, actually. That fight has a lot of variation. One war I end with 85% health, and the next I end with 35%. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've never taken that fight, dude. I think FaZe in my battle group takes it. He's got a rank 3 Omega Red. And he's really good with Omega Red. He also takes like thing bosses and stuff like that with it. The other comment, I tried Mags versus a Doom boss for the first time today. I went 3rd and got the last bonus. So it was already down to 50%. But it went better than I expected. I think with practice, I could get the solo. Really? Interesting. Seems like that would be kind of a tough fight, but okay, cool, good to know. We haven't been seeing Doom as the boss very frequently lately. He's still a good boss, but I don't know. People like to place him elsewhere, it seems. Poop, you went too far back. What? Was it not those? Yeah, the heavy counter went a lot better than I thought it would. Okay. Did I go too far back there, or did I actually see it? Was those the messages? Is it just me, or does Cosmic Ghost Rider's head look like a Pez dispenser? It looks like something, dude, and I'm not even sure. Oh, wait, this one? I'm curious to see how the arena scores come down with the top 300 getting the new champ. I'd be down to go for Cosmic Ghost Rider with you casually just for funsies. Yeah, dude, I don't think it'd be a casual grind. I don't know. I don't know the effect it's going to have on it, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be a casual grind. I'm pretty sure it'd still be rough. I don't know how much I care about Cosmic Ghost Rider though, even. So it'd probably be a different champion than that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll love the champion. I haven't looked at his abilities at all. I haven't looked at I didn't even see the motion comic. Like, I literally know nothing about this guy. At all. Hopefully we'll have access to mess around with the new champions on the CCP beta at some point here, but do we even know which champion's coming first next month? I don't even know if we have that info yet. But yeah, either way, my interest might spark up, but right now he looks kind of weird to me, man. I don't know. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. Or there's got to be something on their Twitter, right? Let me just go on Twitter. Okay, yeah, here we go. Like, I don't know, man. On the one hand, I think he looks kind of cool. And on the other hand, I'm like, this isn't the... It's his head, man. That's what it really comes down to. I hate to say it, but I don't know. Because the chains look super cool. Okay, I love the chains. They're actually on fire, and the just the color of them, man. I love that it's like, it's super bright, but it's bright because they're on fire, not because it's some like happy-go-lucky character. It's just they're on fire, you know. It's just metal on fire. The rest of his stuff, it's, I could take it or leave it. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't get me too amped. But then we come to the head, and the head, I'm like, I don't know. Do you know Cosmic Ghost Rider is the Punisher? No, I know nothing about this guy. When I see him in game, I might, like I said, I might have a different opinion. If he turns out to be a cool, fun character, I could easily see myself pulling a total 180 and being like, oh, dude, I love this guy now, you know? So we'll see. Do we have other? Frank Castle as the Ghost Rider and a Herald of Galactus. Okay. He's in space, BG. He needs the helmet, or the flames on his head would get out from lack of oxygen. Can't really explain the chains on fire, though. Well, those are just awesome. I don't need an explanation. Oh, this is what people were talking about, where they said he's not on a board, but it looks like he hops off of a board. Yeah, I want to see more about these characters, man. I like the effects on his bike. It's just the helmet, because everything else here I think is pretty cool. I don't know, man. All right, anyway, it's not even that big of a deal. I don't know why I'm talking about it so much. It's really not a big deal at all. Who cares? But anyway. Sorry, now I'm like looking at all the other things that I missed. on Twitter here. This is the loading screen, I guess. Looks pretty cool. Back of his bike. Okay, so Ghost Rider's gonna be the first champion in the arena. He's gotta be, right? We're getting all these images. Well, then again, never mind. Here's the one from I feel like we're getting more for Cosmic Ghost Rider, though. He's got to be the first arena champ, right? All right. What the hell am I doing, man? Let me get back to the grind. Just get lost looking at this stuff sometimes, dude. I don't even know. Knowing Magui probably thinks Frank Castle is the original manager of a White Castle. No. I don't think that. If you can beat the poop out of the enemy with the board, then it'll be cool. If he just flies around on it, it will not be cool. Yeah, we'll just see. I just want it to feel good more than anything. Because this guy, Green Goblin, man, I just never really enjoyed the way this character felt. I don't know how to explain it even. He looks like Ghost Rider and Human Torch, basically, yeah. F Twitter. Yeah. Goblin looks pretty sick, not gonna lie. He does look pretty cool. I want to see him in game though. The art that we were looking at there, it was kind of Twitter like killed the resolution and stuff on it even. You know what is important? Last time the Seahawks started 4-0, they won the Super Bowl. Go Hawks. Hell yeah, Abdo. Our team, right? Our team is killing it. How's my energy looking? Alright, might go do some quests. Rank 4 5-star Domino Awakened, or rank 5 as 4-star Omega, Namor, or Havok. All unawakened need a good mutant attacker for Alliance War. Well, the rank 4 5-star champion is probably going to take you further than rank 5 in those other champs. So, without knowing any other information about you, your account, the masteries you like to run, the alliance that you're in, all that info aside, Domino's probably going to be your best bet. Just want it to feel good. BG October 2020. Wow. I wager they will both be pretty sick, equal to a few years back when Van the Duck and Sim Supreme were October Halloween champs. You're probably right, man. In game, like Kabam, dude, I love the art style that Kabam has. Huge fan of their art style, and in game, I'll probably think they both look good. It's more of just I don't know. We'll give it time. It doesn't really matter, like I said. This is what I wanted to check. I forgot why I came out to this screen. Cosmic Advancement, eh? Okay. Not gonna do anything with that. Claim that. I'll leave these here. Yeah, let's just go do some questing. A quest. What is the fastest way to get ISO 8? Best way to get ISO in this game is just by duplicating champions, which can sometimes be easier said than done, but you just want to make sure you're not selling any champions. You want to, and then just like, you know, play the arena to get more crystals to open up champs. That's the free way of doing it. There is no one quest that you'd run over and over to get ISO. Quests like that in this game don't really exist. You get some ISO from quests, but it's not very much. It's a relatively small amount. Let's get some non-suicide friendly champs going in here. You. Chris sent it over. Buck. Chris, thank you, dude. Where are you at? Are you telling Abdo? Wait. At Aaron Abdo, take your node linked and stop being a wuss. Wow. Abdo's response. Nope. If it was a Corvus timeout fight, then sure. But I have to use Sunspot and it'll cost way too much. Could item out. Rip, dude. Here, BG, read this. Read what? 5-star Miles, then Iron Fist, yay. Ooh, Tedward. Rip, dude. BG, when will AQ boss change? Don't know. Don't have any info on that. Ooh, baby. Looks like we're going up. This is going to be the last path of Uncollected as well. Sweet. BG. Wait, EZ sending over $1.50 with a hamburger. Thanks, dude. Then BG, I used the Awakening Gem from Act 5 Exploration on Colossus. What sort of SIG does he need? I got Omega Max, so I can start feeding them into Colossi Boy now that they're a dime a dozen. Let's go to Aunt May. He doesn't need too high of a SIG level, but you're right, they are a bit easier to come by these days. And I'm guessing that you're going to be using him a pretty good amount because, well, he's a beast. I forgot that this is uncollected, though, and I actually do have to pay attention to the fight for a sec here. Hold on. Got a heavy attack into special 3. Okay. So, Colossus. SIG ability. You can see the it's not too steep of a curve. When it's a real steep curve, that means you're gonna, you know, if this ended up, you know, somewhere up here, that means per point you're gonna get more value out of it. When it's more of a tame little curve here, more horizontal, that means you're not gonna get a ton of value when you keep feeding in SIGs. So yeah, I would say anywhere from like SIG 40 to SIG 80. Like if you can spare going up to SIG 80, that'll be pretty good. But if you end up using him a lot, then hell man, you could even pump more. He's a very strong champion. But yeah, I'd say SIG 80 is like pretty good. And like I said, even like SIG 40 will be just fine as well. If you want to give SIGs to other champions as well. Brian, can you look at Infinity Man on there? Damiak? I sure can. Except I closed it. What are we looking at for Infinity Man? Just a SIG ability? Now that's a steep curve. Okay, I should also clarify that you shouldn't only be looking at how steep this is, because it also matters what the effect actually is, you know? Do you actually need this to be stronger, or, you know, sometimes you don't. So for example, got 2 abilities here. Once per fight, Iron Man's model, 50 suit, blah, blah, blah. When 15% health or less remains, creating a hardened exterior by instantly granting stacks of molecular armor. I would say it's not too important to have more than one, because you only need one to have like the auto block, right? Because the second part is while 15% health or less remains and Iron Man is under the effect of an armor effect, the suit generates blah 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 power per second and has a 100% chance to auto block attacks without consuming armor. And it also triggers parry. So yeah, I would actually say this guy doesn't need too high of a sig level at all. It is more annoying when there's more power gain, of course, but even though it's a very steep curve there. All right, let's go into this fight though. Have a poop ton of skill sig stashed away in case I get Aegon, and Colossus is the only one right now that I plan on giving them to. Okay. Cool, man. I looked at a graph with retro mode on. My eyes are shriveling up while simultaneously leaking. That doesn't sound very good, dude. Also, my face is extremely orange right now. Let me see if I can fix that a little bit. Return to normal. That's what happens when you stop eating carrots, guys. Look at my skin now. I look like I'm dead. Okay. Got a little bit of life in me now again. BG, how do you get many tier 4 class catalysts? I get a lot of them through the Glory Store. Glory Store, the Alliance quest, just ranked rewards. They've been updated and added to the solo rewards, although that might only be... It might vary depending on your title in the game. Your progression title, that is. But they are technically available there for Cavalier players, at least. And... yeah... Oh, map crystals as well. So it's mostly Alliance quest related rewards. You shall donate $2 if you open a 5-star live. You'll get Aegon. I have a feeling. Whoa. Hold on. I'm dying here. Burrito Joe, that's a great offer, but I'm going to pass. Thank you anyway. So Colossus is better awakened? Yeah, I mean, most champs are. Wait, but I have a question. Does it say you have to quit a quest whenever you go into a solo quest? Huh? Hold on. Question, does it say you have to quit a quest whenever you go into a solo quest? I'm not sure what that's referring to. Wait, because I'm in the Mutant Treasure Island and just need a revive. Oh, like, are you trying to go into a different quest? Like you're in Mutant Treasure Island and now you're trying to like leave your champions there and go do something else? Or not sure if I'm totally understanding, but if that is what you're saying, if you want to go do a different quest, you would have to exit out. Yeah, you can do other things though, like the arena. If you just go out through the menu instead of the red door, and then you can like navigate to the arena, grind out some units, and buy a revive that way, if that's what you're saying. And you have to beat the final boss in order to get the reward. Little known trade secret, Brian's limited edition Halloween seasonal bald cap is only available for a limited time. Can turn bright orange if you tap the hidden switch on the back. It's true. You know, normally I'm against you giving away these secrets, but in this case, I'm okay with it. I want people to know about the features on these fantastic products that they purchase. Speaking of revives, hello, revive. Oh no, Brian, why'd you mention me in your tweet? My Twitter app is blowing up with notifications of your tweet getting liked. 22 and counting. Help. Sorry, Damiak. The people love you, though, man. You shouldn't fight it. Embrace it. Wave to the people. Tell them of all the great things that you've accomplished. And how they can be more like you. BG, do you have any tips for beating 5.2.2? 5.2.2. 5.2.2. I know point 3 is buffet. Point 4 is masochism. Point 5 and 6 are bane. I don't remember what point 2 is. Is it power shield? Let me go check it out after I get out of this quest. I don't remember off the top of my head what nodes you gotta face. But I can try to help you out in a sec. You just got Cav with my rank 4 Colossus. I'm super excited. Nice, man. Congrats on the Cav title. Thanks to Mods and Brian. Y'all rock. Hell yeah, man. That's what I like to hear. Shout out to the mods. And actually, shout out to the other people in here, too. The mod or no mod, there's plenty of other people in here that offer up some help as well. Anyone out there helping, shout out to you. Hello, people. I have nearly 150k PvP wins. All you have to do is have absolutely no life outside of your phone. Thanks for listening. Damiak. That was nice, man. Short and to the point, and, you know, not too braggy. So it's a little braggy. Brian, when will you name drop me in a tweet or vid? Hold on. Comment scrolled up. And I should probably pay attention to this fight. Will only take a minute. Oof, that damage. That limbo damage. Okay, there we go. Okay, what is this comment here? Brian, when will you name drop me in a tweet or viddy? I think you owe me for all the super chats people have sent on my behalf to joke you into submission. Oh, man. Is that something I thank you for, or is that something I give you the finger for? All those damn jokes, man. You know, there's a lot of jokes that I read that aren't in super chats too, man. Those are also influenced by you. Well, I agree. You probably have helped to generate some super chats. I still haven't had to read them and boo them for being terrible, and then so many others. All right. Anyway, cool. Uncollected is done. I think I only have like 1 path or 2 paths left in Cavalier, and then the whole month is done. But okay, I said I was gonna go to all that gold toilet paper you use, thanks to me. It's true. All right. Story 5.2.2, right? Wasn't gonna forget. Let's see what we got. Aha! It is Power Shield. Okay. So, Power Shield's actually kind of a fun node. Most people would say that, at least, compared to some of the other... Hold on, while I'm in here, let's scout for a revive. Nah, we got nothing. Okay, but yeah, at least compared to a lot of the other nodes, Power Shield is one of the more fun ones. I believe Power Shield was also in Chapter 1, if I'm not mistaken. So you probably already have countered this node. But really, you just want to use champions that deal massive damage on their specials. You could use champions that generate power faster, like Hyperion would be good. Or, you know, Sunspot would be good. But really, it doesn't matter a whole lot who you use. Any champion that does lots of damage on their special. Corvus, a lot of people love to use Corvus on this node because they're almost guaranteed to die when you get to a single special too, because it deals so much damage. You could also deal damage through damage over time effects like bleeds or poisons. So yeah, you could do that, but for the most part, I mean, what would be the troublesome spot in this quest? Can't even see these defenders. Ooh. Stun immune Hyperion with heavy hitter as well. Yeah, you'd want to use a Mystic champion for this one, pretty much. Someone like Sim Supreme would be really good. Or Magic or something along those lines. What is this cable? Recovery and Limber. Okay. Not the worst thing to deal with. Iceman. I don't think this Iceman had that high of a sig level, if I'm not mistaken. But still, having someone Cold Snap immune would be helpful. Electro, just somebody to reduce the ability accuracy. Here's where you probably would not want to use Corvus so much. And then the final boss. Final boss doesn't even actually have anything. It's just the global nodes. So yeah, man. Fairly straightforward. Just use champs with heavy hitting special attacks. EG, please 5.1.4. Okay, let's take a quick peek over there. Actually, I remember 5.1.4. It's life transfer. Right? Yep. Yep, life transfer. Dude, this is a gift. You shouldn't need any help with this one. I will give there is one thing that's kind of notable here, that not everyone notices this about the description of life transfer right away. And this goes for all the degen based nodes in Act 5. I think all of Act 5 period, but at least in the first couple of chapters, it's affected by class relationship. So you degen 2% of your health every second, right? I believe that goes down to like 1% a second if you have class advantage. And it goes to like 3 or 4% if you have disadvantage, I think. So when it comes to nodes like that, it's better to not build your team around one single champion. It's better to have some different class representation. That way you can take advantage and you know, not be degenning too hard. You also can play very safely in these types of quests. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to try to intercept. You're going to heal whatever damage you took just by, you know, blocking and getting an easy opening on all these fights. And then you just heal it right back with life transfer. BG, can you do a mastery build video? I've probably done like a dozen mastery build videos at this point. There'll be more, but I've done quite a few of them already. I've done, if you're a little bit newer to the game, I did a beginner/intermediate mastery vid that will show you some of the best options and my recommendations all the way up to like level 50 in this game of what to do with your mastery points, and doing so on a budget. This way you don't have to spend tons of tons of units. What's up my voice? Tons of units or money to unlock some of the really not so powerful masteries. Also done a bunch of endgame level masteries. Probably a good 3 or 4 videos just on suicide masteries alone, if not more. If I spam and time out, will you eat toe jam for money, chat? What? What are you talking about, Damiak? Reminiscing about old times? Units? Give me that 225. Come on. Okay. Take what I can get. Remember way back in the day when we'd test out a champion's damage by taking them against a fully noted Act 4 Venom? Those were the days. We still do that sometimes. But yeah, it's mostly Winter Soldier, man. That Venom doesn't have enough health. Beginner? I like that. Yeah, I was trying to say beginner and intermediate at the same time. The beginner masteries. BG, do you have a nanotech Iron Man 6-star? Sure. What's a nanotech Iron Man? Started a second account and got the 4-star Awakening Gem from Mutant Treasure. Also pulled 4-star Iceman. Should I use it on him or save for later? I'd save it. Iceman's Awakening ability is not that useful. It'll prevent the opponent from evading early on, but it's not even that much extra damage, and a lot of champions don't evade, or you're only preventing them from evading for a short period of time. I see it more of a defensive ability than anything. Beginner, that's a fail you, BG. Oh god, fail you. Haven't heard that in a while. BG, you're gonna go for Act 5.1.6 this week. I have a lot of potions in the stash. Wish me luck. My team: Doom, Domino, Corvus, Torch, Aegon, all 4-star rank 4. Any tips are welcome. Okay. I'm not gonna hop into the quest itself because I am gonna be wrapping up the stream here, but I can tell you that node is brute force they have to deal with, and it's very difficult compared to the other nodes that you're going to be facing in just that chapter alone. Do what you can to get a couple of rank 5s. That's tip number 1, because that's going to be rough with rank 4s. It's doable, don't get me wrong, but it will be difficult. You want to do anything that you can to extend the timer for when you have to get a hit in. So brute force, you have to land a hit on the opponent every 6 seconds, once every 6 seconds at least. Otherwise, you're going to be taking some degen damage. If the opponent has a lot of power, you could get yourself caught in a situation where you either need to hit the opponent to prevent yourself from taking that degen damage, but that might give him a special 3, or just eat the degen damage and keep baiting the special. So you want to bait the specials a little bit earlier on in that quest, anytime you're facing that node. Just give yourself that wiggle room. And then also, if you parry stun the opponent, and let's say you only want to hit them once to get the timer off of yourself, right? You can delay that hit sometimes. So you can parry stun and give it, wait till the stun timer is about to go away, then hit them. Because if you hit them early on in the parry stun, well, you're giving up like a whole second where, the opponent, they're stunned. They're not going to be doing anything anyway. And then you only have 5 seconds to bait the special. Whereas normally, you know, you could have 6 if you delay that attack. I hope some of that made sense. It's a little bit tough to explain without actually showing it in a fight itself. But hopefully you'll see when you get in there and you actually take on the node yourself. Fitz, it is personal. Brian said the chat is peasants? What? To a god like himself. Also, I made none of this up. Yeah, okay. Sure. Made none of this up. I believe you, Tom. But my Tommy gun don't. Wow, that's kind of weird saying that. I didn't name a gun after you. I'm just saying. It's a Home Alone reference. Anyway. Alright, it's getting late, guys. What did Fitz say anyway? Try to remember, folks, that there are anywhere between 400 and 500 people in here at night. So if BG doesn't answer your question the first time, second time, or never, it ain't personal. Cheers. Very true. Exactly what Fitz said. It's just impossible to read every message. Sorry to those that I did not read. BG, generic on Corvus or Doom, rank 3. Oh boy. Doom would be for prestige. Corvus would be more for usefulness. I'm not saying Doom's awaken ability is not useful. It can be useful. It's just that Corvus is a freaking cheat death. His awaken ability is just more powerful in most situations. But all right, on that note, guys, I'm gonna head out of here. I will be back tomorrow, normal time. And until then, hope you all have a great night. Shout out to William Dodd for being tonight's biggest D. Thank you very much, William. BG can't call people peasants, not with that prestige. Wow. My goodness. Yeah, thank you to everyone else as well for all the support and super chats and all that. All right, I will like I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, everyone.